The third way to enter cabinets is to choose them from an alphabetical listing. To do this, go to a blank line, double click on it. In the center section between the two windows, you have different types of cabinets: wall, base, vanity, utility, and miscellaneous. We'll click on miscellaneous and put a dot in the circle to the left of it, and that will bring up an alphabetical listing of all of the miscellaneous type cabinets, or bases or walls, whichever you selected. And you may scroll through this list to find what you're looking for. It's arranged alphabetically. Sometimes this is an easier way to find the cabinet that you're looking for. We will scroll down and let us enter a lattice wine rack 1830. Put in a quantity of 1. Select OK and hit your price button. Sometimes you have a need to modify a cabinet. To do that, you may simply go back to the cabinet, double click on it, and it'll bring up the item overwrite screen. In the right window, it gives you a list of options that are available. The first set of options are generally chosen from the global at the beginning of the order. That's where you choose your door styles, your drawer front types, your drawer box types. You'll probably never use them from this screen. But starting from the false front tray and going down, you have a list of options. At the moment, this list of options is not specific to the cabinet. In other words, you'll see the same list of options for all cabinets. One of the options, let's say, is a mullion door. If you checked mullion door and your cabinet was a toe kick, it will attach that comment to the mullion door and add the price for the mullion door to the toe kick. We all know that's not an available option for toe kick. So you do have to be careful which options you choose. Some options have a set of parentheses to the right of the name. Let's go back up and look at decrease depth. There's two parentheses there. That means the program needs more information. To activate this option, click in the square box to the left and then right-click on the option to bring up your option value form. When you're dealing with decrease dimensions or increase dimensions, it's always asking you for the amount that you want to increase it or decrease it by. So on this B15, if we wanted to decrease it to 20 and 5/8 inches, it's 23 and 5/8 now, we'll simply put in a 3 and say OK. Do not put in the dimension you want to decrease it to. Always say how much you want to decrease it by. Remember that in the frameless line, base cabinets are 23 and 5/8, wall cabinets are 12 and a half, and vanity cabinets are 20 and 5/8 deep. You may select multiple options: decrease depth, veneer interior, one light glass door. When you're done, select OK. Click on the price button. It will show your options underneath the cabinet and add them into your price. If we go back to the option screen, let's do this one on the wall 3036. Double click on it and scroll to the bottom of your list. The third option from the bottom says tag with a parenthesis behind it. If you activate that and right click on it, this is simply a comment field that you can type in any information you need to regarding that wall cabinet or whatever cabinet you're on. So type in your information there, comment only. It does not add anything to the price. Say OK. Above that is a field that says charge percent, and above that a field that says charge $sign. If you called me up and asked for how much it would cost to do something special, and I said add 50%, you would go to the charge percent field, right click on it, type in 50, and say OK. To deactivate it, simply uncheck it. Maybe I told you instead of adding 50% to add $150. In that case, use the charge $sign field, activate it by checking the box, right click on it, type in 150, say OK, say OK again. Make sure when you're in this field that your product does not change. There seems to be a little bit of a glitch in here where when you double click on it, it'll come in on a different screen here. I'll work on getting that corrected. Make sure before you exit it that you're on the same cabinet you were before you came in. Say OK. Wall 3036 was priced at $12.32 before. We're going to add $150 to that. Click on the price and your price changes. Another option you can choose is door. If we enter a door by itself and a quantity of 1, double click on the door. We now need to go to the bottom of our option list again. Click on the dimension high field and the dimension wide field. These two fields are only to be used when you're ordering a door or a drawer front, which the code is front for. After you've activated them, right click on it, put the height of your door 29 7/8, say OK. On the width of your door, put in the width of your door 17 7/8, say OK. Make sure your product is the same that you're looking for, door, say OK again. Click on your price button and it'll add in the price button based on the options that you have listed above. As you're adding cabinets, in the blue bar across the top, it keeps a running total of your order so far. Your total list is $4,900. Discount $36.75 brings your net total to $1,225. If you have an error in any of your cabinets, let's put a hinge location on this wall 3036 and click on price. It's given me a not available right-left error because it's a two-door cabinet and we told it to hinge left. You can't have a hinge left on a two-door cabinet. Because you have an error here, your net total and your total list are showing that there's an error up there. When you correct that error, click on price and it'll give you your total. After you've entered all of your cabinets, you can save your file by clicking on File, Save. It'll bring up a save quote form. It says Save in, quote Frameless. You may change this at any time you want. Simply type in your name that you're going to save it under. Tutorial 1. Click on Save. And you'll be able to pull that up later. To print an order to send to us, click on File, Print Purchase Order. It'll bring up your order with all the information that you've assigned to it. It'll tell you your door style, color, lower door style, any options you've chosen. Under that, it will list all your cabinets with the options that are chosen for it, list price, net price. On the last page of the order, it's one page order in this case, it'll give you your total net price at the bottom. To print this order, simply go up to the printer icon, click on Print. When you're complete, click on Close. The program will have the availability to do price comparisons. It's in this blue area right here. If you were to click here, it'll bring up a price comparison screen. At this time, do not use that feature. It is not taking into account all of the options that you may have on your order when you're pricing that. So we're working on that, and it should be available in the future. If you have any questions regarding this tutorial, please call customer service at Designer's Choice 1-800-832-0772. We'll be glad to assist you and help you out in any pricing concerns you may have. Thank you for watching this tutorial.